I am here at Purdue Fort Wayne Sweetwater Music Center, where they are hosting a music technology camp this summer for high school students. You can come in, learn instruments, and make your own song. And right now I'm going to sit with their director of commercial music to learn all about the camp and so much more. Are you ready? I am now joined by John Buteyn, who is the clinical assistant professor and director of commercial music here at Purdue Fort Wayne. Hi.
Hi, Jessica. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to join you in your studio. I see all the fabulous equipment around.
Yes, we love using these toys.
Yes, you got your little sound room over there with all the fun equipment happening.
Yes.
And so in this independent building, you all are actually hosting this summer camp. It is the Music Technology Camp.
Yes.
So tell me all about it.
So our Music Technology Camp, this is the third year we've been running it. We go for 4 days. It's from 9 to 4, and students will come in. We'll take students that play instruments, don't play instruments, whatever their interest is in music and technology and how to kind of utilize the tools. We come in, kind of assess where they're at, what their interests are, and we start writing a song.
Okay.
We produce it, we record it,
wow.
Then we'll mix it, and then by the end of the week, they walk home with a final mix that they can play to their friends and family and say, hey, this is what I worked on this week.
We got a little mixtape, a little brick.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. And so on the technology side, it really does start with all of the components of what it takes, as you said, to create a song. And so you're starting even just like with the production of the equipment and teaching them softwares and programs.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and a lot of times students from high school, even college students who come into the program, they'll come in here and get really intimidated by all of the gear and all of the knobs and all of the lights. And so what I try to do with this group is kind of just say, it's
1,000 buttons, but they all have a purpose.
Right, yeah, thank you. I'm trying to find the words. Like, it's not as scary as it looks, I guess, is what I try to get across to them. And so we utilize all of these tools, and they get their hands on them. We get some instruments in the hands of students who play, but some don't play, and so I'll give them more of a role on this side of the glass, and learning how to use Pro Tools and hitting record when we're ready to do a take, and just different roles like that get them involved in that process.
Yeah, because that process really includes so many aspects of talent that you all come together to make that final production. And as you said, people have the technical side, but then they also have the musical side. And that includes both if you play an instrument or if you have those vocal talents. I don't. I like to think I do, but I don't. But for those who do, they can sing, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. We've had lots of vocalists come through. And writers too, who will come through and write a song, write out their own lyrics, and then come up with a melody. Or we've done some, rap and hip hop genres in the past summers. So we have a fun time. I try to purposely not put too much structure to it, so that when they walk in, we kind of have the freedom to just create. Let's create some art and learn the tools along the way, right?
Yeah.
So it's worked really well in the past, and so that's kind of my model moving forward.
I love that for sure, because creativity has to be fluid, right?
Yeah.
Just to go with the flow. Where is it taking you? So what are the age ranges that are allowed to attend your camp?
So this summer we're opening it for high school students. So anyone 9th through 12th grade. If it's someone who's just finished 8th grade, they're welcome to join in. And so hopefully we have a good group of students. We've done it for middle school in the past, but this year we wanted to switch things up and do it for high school.
High school, I just missed the cutoff. Okay, so when it comes to the camp dates and registration, so it's taking place July 14th through 17th.
Yes.
But registration is open now, right?
Absolutely, yep. On our Community Arts Academy website, you can go there and register. It's a pretty reasonable fee of $250 for the week. And, we do an exciting thing on the last day where we'll treat you to a meal over at Sweetwater in their diner.
Yeah.
Let you do a little shopping or playing around on instruments over there in their store. And we do that after we've listened to our final mix in here. So it's kind of the morning of work. We'll listen to our final product, and then we'll go celebrate by having a lunch together.
Full circle.
Yeah.
So with you being the director of this camp and just with your experience, I want to learn more. So can you give us a little background just about how you started in music and what are your specific talents?
Sure, absolutely. I started by playing piano at a really young age. And so before I got into the technology, I was really a performer, a player. I did piano lessons all growing up, and eventually found myself playing bass guitar because I wanted to join a band, and everybody else already had picked an instrument, and we needed a bass player, and so I was like, sure, I'll figure out how to play bass, and that became my primary performing instrument, and I would say still is. So I play a lot of bass guitar. I play some acoustic guitar, but in probably middle school, I really started to get into the tech things as well. So I started working for my local church and running sound and involved with their kind of worship and ministry team with the youth group and their sound systems and everything. And so by the time I was a senior in high school, I was kind of the tech person. And one of the bands that I was in, we wanted to record an album. So I bought a little recording rig and taught myself how to use Pro Tools and
love that.
Mic preamps and the basics of essentially what we have in here, but broken down into a little box.
Yeah.
So that's my story of kind of how I fell into music and music technology and production. In graduate school, I was given the opportunity for a teaching assistantship, and so I taught an undergraduate course, which I loved, and that's kind of when I knew that I wanted to teach and become a professor. And so I've kind of followed that path since then.
I love that. So you had your hand in a little bit of everything, which makes you very well-rounded to not only teach, but to really encourage the students at whatever level that they are. And I think that's so important because sometimes kids can get intimidated. They're like, oh my goodness, I don't know everything. So if someone's listening or a parent and they're like, should my kid sign up for this program? What would you say?
Absolutely. I mean, if they're at all a little bit interested in music, it's going to be fun. It doesn't matter what the skill level is, because we'll find something to do where they have a good time, an exciting time creating, and meeting other students who are passionate about similar things, right? And so they can build some bonds because we get students from all different school systems. So they'll form new friendships and connections for making music.
Yeah, that community.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you,
Pleasure
Jessica.
to talk with you.
You as well.
And if you would like more information about the Music Technology Camp that's taking place at Purdue Fort Wayne from July 14th through 17th, we'll have their website listed below so you can get registered. And I'll see you after the break.